As innovation opened up new markets and opportunities, it also transformed businesses. In Mahindra & Mahindra's case, it led to an unprecedented growth in its auto division from 400 crore rupees in turnover in 1993 to over 55,000 crores today. For a company like this, the biggest challenge ahead seems to be to continue to innovate.
If it was not for innovation, we will not be where we are. Okay. And when I say innovation, I'm not just talking about product and technology. I'm talking about innovation in everything that we do, the process, the business model, how we deal with customers. In fact, in Mahindra, we talk about innovation not just as innovation, but we talk about innovation as customer-centric innovation, where all our innovation is focused on what it means to the customer in the end. So starting from Scorpio, where we had innovated not just the product but also the whole manufacturing process, the way we did the development process, the way we launched the product, the way we in fact branded the product. All of those were new, not done ever by Mahindra and not done by many companies in India at least. From there on to bring in what I would call frugal innovation based new technologies into India, like talking Scorpio that we had done once upon a time, the micro hybrid which we did. In fact, today there are 250,000 micro hybrid Mahindras on the road in India. Recently we launched the Fuel Smart, which again saves fuel consumption for commercial vehicles by as much as 5 to 7%. Now all of these are examples of innovation where we didn't do something earth-shattering but made something very affordable.
India has the unique position to actually become the hub for affordable excellence when it comes to innovation globally.
Despite the slowdown, many of India's biggest companies have been able to grow because of smart innovations they have driven and the new markets they have ventured out into. In fact, there is a close relationship between innovation and globalization, and the two feed on each other. If on the ground innovation helped Indian companies drive down costs and discover new markets, they also allowed them to go overseas and use the same formula to drive growth there. On the other hand, globalization is also forcing companies to focus more on innovation as they face the biggest players in the world. But experts like Sanjay Gawar of Accenture believe that Indian companies have unique opportunities.
I guess the first one is India has the unique position to actually become the hub for affordable excellence when it comes to innovation globally. And the reason I say this is because we do innovation at a very attractive price point. Let me give a couple of examples. Let's take the T2 International Airport terminal, which has just been inaugurated in Mumbai. Now it's a marvel of affordable excellence because it's been done at a fraction of the total cost it would have taken to do this project anywhere else in the world. Another very good example would be Narayana Hridayalaya, which is an excellent example of affordable excellence when it comes to cardio care. So as you can see, I think in India we've developed models which are not compromising on the quality. They're not compromising on the technology is right, but it's at a very sweet price point, and that's why I like to call it affordable excellence. So that's one great opportunity, a hub for global innovation, leveraging affordable excellence. The second thing I'd say is, as Indian companies are globalizing, what they're also learning very, very quickly is the art of collaborative innovation. And what do I mean by that? If you take the automotive industry, for example, a lot of the acquisitions made by the Tatas, Mahindras, Hero Group have been of design-led acquisitions in Europe and other parts of the world. And there's a reason for it, because they are looking for access to technology. But in the process, what they are able to also do is really get down the path of collaborative innovation, leverage that capability of innovating, given these acquisitions overseas, into the Indian market for the Indian products and vice versa.
While Indian companies can leverage their strengths, how do they stack up against their global peers in terms of innovation?
look at what the Indian private sector and also the public sector has been able to achieve when it comes to innovation, it's actually pretty good. So if you take a company like, let's say, Airtel, which evolved this very innovative business model of being largely outsourcing led with its suppliers, we actually have an environment where they've created a successful business model both in India and globally. Even if you look at the government and the public sector environment, if you look at the Indian Space Research Organization, their ability to put satellites into the orbit around the Earth at such attractive and affordable price points is another grade of innovation which has been achieved by ISRO. So if you look at it, I think both private and public sector companies are doing pretty well. In addition, I think one of the sweet spots we probably are now starting to develop is around this area of research and development in technology-led sectors like automotive. I talked about the acquisitions earlier. Given these acquisitions, what we are really learning to do is leverage fast fail sort of models, which involves ensuring that if a product is going to fail, you come to know pretty early in the cycle, and therefore you have a chance to actually recycle back into the possibility of introducing the product on time. And therefore, I think the technology-led acquisition area is also seeing a lot of innovation by Indian companies.
If that's one end of the spectrum, companies also face other challenges as stakes get higher. Earlier, I caught up with Paul Godrej, the CTO at Accenture. He pointed out how the use of technology is adding a new dimension to innovation. I began by asking him what are the technology trends in the market today.
A key trend that we see right now, and really the major trend that's capturing the minds of our clients, is digital and what's happening with digital business. And as I travel around the world to meet with clients and talk to clients in different industries, there's some very common themes. If I'm talking to an energy client, they'll be talking, upstream energy, they'll be talking about digital oil field and digital exploration. If I'm talking to an automotive company, they'll be talking about how to make their vehicles digital and offer digital services. And if I'm talking to a retailer, they'll be talking about their digital consumer. So digital is really a theme that we see capturing the imagination of clients and really the underlying technology trends, creating a lot of opportunity, which is why we talk about every business being a digital business, because we believe that digital creates opportunities for all companies across industries. The underlying trends that make up digital are things like social media, leveraging social media, the cloud, mobility, analytics, and other technologies coming together. But what we see being different about digital and what our clients are excited about is that those technologies come together to create business opportunity, in some cases to digitize their business to be more efficient using those types of technologies, and in other cases to digitalize.
Paul, you have mentioned about oil companies. Normally when you talk about digital, you talk about consumer-facing companies. Are you seeing more different kinds of companies and sectors opening up to the use of digital and what it can do?
Yeah, that's a very good question. We see digital having very broad impact, and what's captured the imagination and where there's been a lot of focus to date has been around the digital customer, the digital consumer, and applying technologies in that area. But we believe that there's even bigger opportunity in other parts of the business. So in addition to the digital consumer, we talk about the digital enterprise, opportunities to optimize the way that an organization works overall across your entire organization throughout your supply chain, for example, with digital. And we also believe that in the manufacturing organization and out into the physical world of the vehicles, the manufacturing plant, et cetera, that there's tremendous opportunity to leverage digital technology in those parts of the business as well.
In terms of technology, given that platforms are changing so rapidly, what are the challenges this throws up for companies?
Yeah, one of the big challenges that we see is just the variety of demands on the CIO. So we talk about the CIO role, Chief Information Officer. You could argue that I, in addition to information, the I in CIO really needs to also stand for industrialization, because CIOs need to deliver efficiency and reduce the cost of delivering IT. The I also needs to stand for innovation, because the CIO needs to bring new innovation to the business. So the CIO's job is very complex, and I'd argue it needs to involve all those dimensions, really. And so the challenges that CIOs face are, one, about balance. How do they balance all the different needs that they have and balance the demand from the business for more capability with the need to be a cost-effective operator of IT? And that balance is a very tough balance to strike for many organizations.
Innovation is really at the core of strategy for any company, and it's a testimony to the success there that many Indian companies are at the forefront of growth. And as these companies get bigger and more spread out, technology, new platforms of delivery, new markets and data will empower companies to take the next big leap. Thank you so much for joining us on this special.